Hello. Hi. So trying to do some streaming stuff here. Now, I'm new to having a webcam, so welcome to my setup here. I want to check that audio is going through because I was trying to do some stuff before and it wasn't working properly. So give me just a moment. Check, check. Okay, seems like we're getting audio. So quick introduction. My name is Ninjani. It's an old name I've been using for a long time. That's a kind of joke from high school. I'll explain it more later. But basically, what I'm trying to do here for this stream and this channel going forward is I want to have fun doing voiceover work combined with hardcore WoW gameplay. I have long time been told that I have a good voice for radio, and I've always been interested in doing some voiceover type work. I used to do some theater in high school and do some professional events currently, so I'm kind of always engaging with people, talk to people a lot. Thought I'd be fun to introduce all that stuff into some streaming stuff, which I'm very new to. I actually need to turn down my audio here, I think, a little bit on the mic. Hopefully that's good. If anybody ends up joining, we'll check and see how things are sounding. So, what we are in for here today is I'm going to start leveling as a priest, an undead priest in hardcore anniversary servers. I have been playing these servers for about the last month since they came out, have fallen in love with hardcore. I hadn't really played hardcore until these came out, or actually right before. I played a little bit on Defias Pillager. But I've really been interested in doing that, and since I'm currently kind of in between some work situations, I thought, hey, let's go all in on some streaming stuff. And thought occurred to me that hardly anybody really reads quest text, because who has the time, right? They'd rather just get out there and start killing some mobs, grinding that experience, getting loot, all that good stuff. But there's really some cool stuff going on in the world of Warcraft, right? Like, there's all this interesting lore. The more you look around the world, there's all these little things hidden around. You kind of think about it. Like, just the other day, I kind of realized, like, hey, there's this giant anchor in the middle of Ratchet. What's that doing there? So I thought, hey, let's try starting a new character and really paying attention to all of the quest text that exists in the game and see what sort of things we can uncover. And at the same time, I like to do a little bit of voice work. Have messed around with it in the past, never been very serious about it, but I thought, yeah, we can mix these things together, right? So, my goal, because I'm not an extreme gamer, I'm not going to be doing challenge runs for a while. I've probably died maybe 10 times already in hardcore. So there's a good chance I'm going to die in this character a few times. Let's actually go ahead and switch over to the gameplay screen. Let's see. We don't need that. There we go. Is that actually showing gameplay? Let me make sure this is working properly. Things do not seem to be overlaid correctly. Oh, there we go. Okay, it is working. Alright. So, this character, this priest, is going to be my character going forward for this series. Narrating all quest text with Spell Speaker. As you can see, I have a fairly high level Warlock. I will be trying to hit 60 on here at some point. Probably going to be doing that off stream. That's kind of going to be my downtime character. Eventually I might do some stuff on him and some other stuff. A few of these characters need to get deleted. This guy actually I can just delete right now. This is for some other stuff I was doing. So I'm going to take every quest text and read it as a character. Try to do the character of the NPC that's giving me the quest. I don't have a lot of experience doing character work like that, so I may not be able to do the same voice every time. I may reuse the same voice a few times. The whole point of this is just to have fun reading the quest text. So that's an introduction. I guess a little bit about myself and my experience with WoW. I've been playing WoW off and on since Wrath of the Lich King. I first got to endgame during Wrath of the Lich King right around the time that Uldor was finishing up and Trial of the Crusader was coming out. That was my first experience raiding. And I've pretty much been playing off and on since then. Never very hardcore. I was never super high on the progression ranks. I was never very big into PvP. And quite honestly, since Wrath of the Lich King, I've played every expansion, but usually for like a few months, then I fall off, come back for the next expansion, play for a few months, fall off, etc., etc. But hardcore I've been super into. So, let's jump in. I'm not too familiar with priests, so this is going to be a little interesting. Don't like how this is going right now. Cool. Alright, I was having some issues testing earlier, but it looks like my UI is correct now. Let's get these things set up a little bit better. Cool. And we're going to jump right into this. So I may or may not narrate everything that I'm doing. I'm still new to streaming. My big thing is just going to be what we're going to do right here. So we got Undertaker Mordo. So we has to say.
About time you woke up. We were ready to toss you into the fire with the others, but it looks like you made it. I am Mordo, the caretaker of the Crypt of Death now, and you are the Lich King's slave no more. Speak with Shadow Priest Sarvis in the chapel at the base of the hill. He will tell you more of what you must know.
Alright, Mordo, let's go talk to this other dude. Good old lead quests in WoW, right? So, I have played healers before. I've never really played priests, so this is going to be a little interesting, but I know priests are kind of the preferred go-to healers in hardcore. It's because they definitely have the best, like, shield is so good, some stuff like that. Alright. Shadow Priest Sarvis, what do you have to say?
No other race on Azeroth has suffered as much as our people, Priest. To laugh in the face of death has become second nature for all of us. Another of the Walking Dead, Must have been quite a shock, waking up in the crypt with only Cold and Mordo to greet you. I see the confusion on your face. Let me try to explain our situation to you. We have been freed from the control of the Lich King by our new leader, Lady Sylvanas. The Dark Lady guides us in our war against the hated Scourge and our holdouts of humanity who dog our every step. Ooh. We are forsaken, at the war with the Lich King's army of the Scourge, necronomically raised armies of the undead foul beasts of the north and tormented specters. The northern part of the village has become overrun with the mindless ones, and they must be destroyed. Destroy them! Show them no mercy. Our former brothers and sisters, as they might be, the fallen are nothing but the Lich King's slaves.
Alright. Go kill some of the Lich King's slaves. Some of his weakest slaves, probably. So that's a little taste of what we're going to be doing here. Let's try to, have a little fun. Like I said, I may or may not be able to do a very good job of changing up my voice every time. I'm just going to kind of roll with what feels good. I was going to do things. So, eventually, I was hoping to figure out how to dual stream onto YouTube, but I don't know how to do that just yet. And while I could have spent today figuring that out, I figured let's just do this, Let's just get out there, start questing. So I already noticed I have some of my things set up terribly. Let's take a couple moments to change some UI things. First off, I love having auto loot on. I know it's not necessarily the best, but I definitely like to not have to click everything. So we're going to turn that on. Auto loot, perfect. Next up, I like having my unit frames down here, just because I will get distracted and not be looking at my health otherwise. And then we'll put our enemy's frame down there. Perfect. That's about how I have it set up on my other characters. Alright, that looks a lot better. Perfect. And now this is the usually the worst part of the leveling experience, but it'll be fine. We can go through this pretty quick. So we're killing the Lich King's servants. I kind of doubt that. I kind of feel like these are just, you know, the Lich King's refuse, right? I doubt they're serving anything. But one of the things I've noticed in this... Ooh, I need to get a wand. We'll figure that out as we go. We could swap to... my Warlock is an enchanter, so maybe I'll make a quick wand for myself at some point. That's probably what we want to do. Not having a wand kind of sucks. Don't need it for these levels, but as we get past like level 6, it'll be pretty nice. So no, there's not going to be too much in the way of like feedback on VODs for Twitch. But I'd love to see people's opinion on how I'm doing with the voiceover, how audio is sounding, stuff like that would be amazing feedback for what I'm doing right now. We'll eventually get stuff figured out for that. For now, I'm kind of just happy that I got webcam working and we got some basic stuff happening. Oh my god, this zombie. He's a whole level above and he's taking me out. Alright, that's fine. Just being a little dramatic. Now, it's always impressive to me in hardcore just how much these starting areas are constantly filled. I did not send this character any money. I didn't want to... I'm really not trying to, like, overpower myself. I did send bags, so I have some bags already sent for myself on my Warlock. And bags are just a huge leg up. Honestly, questing without bags just sucks. You have to go back to sell stuff so frequently. Just a big quality of life thing. It's not a power level thing, I don't feel like. It kind of is, I guess, but we're not trying to do, like I said, we're not trying to do big challenge stuff. I will try to do some challenging content here and there, but nothing too crazy. I'm not a classic Andy, as they say. I'm actually very unfamiliar with classic past a certain point. Back in the day, I want to say I leveled a Warlock up to level 40, 45, and then I kind of quit the game. Then came back during Wrath of the Lich King and played that, so that's pretty much my experience. So classic surprises me quite a bit sometimes, because there's just things that you get used to in later iterations of the game that simply don't exist here, or they work very differently in classic. But to be honest, the more that I played classic compared to especially current retail, classic is definitely what I prefer. I've always just enjoyed the leveling experience in WoW. I know a lot of people feel like it's lame, it's boring, but I feel like it just has amazing pacing. It's slow and it's grindy, but the milestones that you reach feel impactful. And then hardcore, it's also amazing how much just one little thing can suddenly spiral and you're having really intense period of time. Those adrenaline rushes, when you pull an extra mob or do things that you weren't expecting, is pretty much what makes hardcore great. So that's what I'm sticking with. Eventually, I may try doing other games, but for now, we're going to be sticking with this. I feel like this chat box needs to move a little bit. Let's unlock this. Push you down a little bit. There we go. That seems good. Whoop. That's fine. I do want to create a... Oh, I also need to check one other thing. Sorry, doing a little maintenance stuff. Okay. Alright. So, first quest complete. Let's go turn this in and see what the Shadow Priest has to say.
Speak quickly. No other race on Azeroth has suffered as much as our people, priest. To laugh in the face of death has become second nature for all of us. It is unfortunate that the Scourge cannot be brought into the fold. Their large numbers ahead would be useful in the battles ahead. But they would not join us, so we have no choice but to destroy them. I think I messed that up a little bit, but that's okay. Let's get some of these better gear pieces equipped. Alright. Well, you are off dealing with the mindless Scourge. This scroll arrived for you. I think it's of some matter of importance, as it seems it bears the seal of the priest trainer, Durston. I would take some time to read it before heading out again. Alright. What other quest do you have? You've shown some potential to the Forsaken under normal circumstances, Spellspeaker. Now let's see you under pressure. The Rattlecage skeletons, more mindless minions of the Lich King, are a tougher foe than the zombies you have faced thus far. Again, thin their numbers and prove yourself to the Forsaken. Do not tarry. When you are done, speak to me again.
Alright, Sarvis. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to read all of this sort of stuff. Let's give it a try. Feel blessed that your spirit was not released to the Nether, Spellspeaker. Feel even more blessed that I decided you were worth the effort to write this scroll for. The people you once knew, perhaps even cared for, are no longer. You must learn to live with that for the rest of your life. Of your now unnatural life. I suggest you learn to deal with that first. If you think you're ready for the trials ahead, then seek me out in the Church of Death now. Alright.
Hello?
I think he's over here. I like that he has a note, sent 5 feet just to go talk to him. Novice Elreth.
My duties include tending to the wounded warriors, tailoring armor and cloths, and assisting Shadow Priest Sarvis with whatever else he might need. From the look of it, you'll be enlisted in his service also, hunting the mindless ones, if I know his mind. Well, if you'd like to stay in one piece, and I've no doubt you do, perhaps I can help. I'm running out of paws and wings, and if you bring me some, I'll find some armor for you. You'll find a good number of wolves and bats to the south. I'm not trying to do male-female voices, guys. That's going to be too much. I don't want to be too cringe with that. What can this insignificant service do for you, Spellspeaker? Training, perhaps? Ah, so between fire, plague, rioting, and much worse, one more of the faithful comes to my door. Well, let me bid you welcome, priest, and allow me a moment to explain a thing or two to you before it's time for you to seek whatever drives you forward. The holy light no longer concerns you. The spirits of your forefathers are fairy tales, and creatures from the nether don't want you. Do you understand me so far? There is only one thing you must know. We have survived through will alone. It is faith in ourselves that separates us from others, and with our powers we will cause great change in all of Azeroth. The weak will come to lean on you, the lepers will call you Lord, and the ignorant will look to you for guidance. It is my duty to make sure you have the necessary tools, so when the time comes, you are prepared. As you grow in experience, seek me out. I will gladly teach you powers if you are ready. Alright, Dustin. Is it Dustin? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call him. Dustin. Get our first spell, power word, fortitude, which is probably like the best thing priest I get, honestly. I mean, shield's pretty good too, but honestly.
Giving everybody some extra stamina is amazing. Let's go ahead and clear all this crap from our inventory. Go start on some more quests. Actually, I'm gonna sell off these mushrooms too, because I heal myself. I don't really need to eat crap. I could probably buy some water, but I don't think it's that necessary. Honestly, I think like level 1 to 10, you get a little bit of boosted mana regen, so like it's really not worth it to have water, in my experience. But, Alright, so these rattle gore guys are always being overly farmed. Maybe we'll just do the scavenger paws. Oh, nope. Kill that one. Anytime we see one, we'll just kill it. I could cast some spells, but I'm also gonna set up my tea that I have on the side here. Want to be prepared for the slightly excessive use of my voice I'm going to be doing. Wow, okay, I definitely need to cast some spells. That's taking forever. Whew, priests are not melee classes. Good to know. So we're going to get a wand here. I think as soon as we hit an actual inn, I'll swap over and make a wand for myself real fast. I think if I was smart, I left my warlock logged out in Ogremar. And if I wasn't, then no. No, he's doing that. Alright. Kill the scavenger. Yeah, this leveling content early is pretty weak. I mean, it's, you know, you're supposed to be getting used to this basics of your class and everything, so it doesn't matter. Man, once we get a wand, though, our life improves so much. I just don't think it's really worth running to Brill just to get bags on a wand this early. Oh no. I don't know what that is. Oh. Actually typed an officer. Don't need spiders. We want scavengers. Boom! Level 3. So far all we know about the lore of this area is that we've been freed from the will of the Lich King by Lady Sylvanas. Now I feel like Lady Sylvanas does not get much limelight during Classic. I could be wrong about that, but I don't remember her doing anything during this period of time. She obviously becomes a big character later, and everybody knows her from Warcraft 3, so that's pretty much her namesake. Good tea. Some spiced chai, if anyone's wondering. Alright, we've killed a lot of these scavengers and somehow none of the dust bats. Also, random thing to plug is that my guild is going to be doing a fun run where we're all going to start a level 1 undead and run from this area, from the starting zone, all the way to Tarnmill. And we'll see how many of us survive. Last fun run we did, which was like 3 weeks ago, maybe? We did from Durotar to Thunderbluff. And I think I placed like 5th, and that was with me doing some cheeky, I want to run to my mailbox and pretend like I'm grabbing something I'm going to use because I wasn't really confident I was going to do that well, and then suddenly I started doing really well. So we'll see how this next one goes. I feel like I'm pretty good with my pathing for that sort of thing, but my knowledge of like what mobs to avoid is not great. Let's spread a little bit of a fortitude love as we can. It costs a lot of mana, so I don't want to do too much. Again, we do get a pretty good mana regen, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. And now we have extra intellect thanks to that guy buffing us. Alright, let's go check on some more rattle cage skeletons. Yeah, I do always feel like this is the best place to catch the rattle cages. It's like right there, there's one. This guy looks very AFK. Alright, so I have no idea in terms of like playing priest, like what my spell rotation should be as I go along. Obviously right now all I have is smite, so there is no rotation. Just cast smite until you're out of mana. Or until it's just not worth it. Probably should just be casting it until I'm out of mana, but I never mind doing a few melee swings. I think it's good to let your MP5 start kicking in. Let's see if there's any others spawning here in a second. Otherwise we'll look for... Alright, let's look for some bats. That one's been killed. Yeah, man. So I don't know how many layers there are right now on hardcore, but it's usually been fluctuating between like 8 and 10, from my understanding, which is just bonkers if you think about it. Classic with permanent death does not seem like something that'd be very appealing. But as anybody who's on this platform would know, there is the guild of streamers who are doing a bunch of content, so that kind of has piqued up a lot of interest, I believe. That's not actually why I'm playing hardcore. I did kind of get motivated to try hardcore because of the like death clips stuff I was seeing. I kept seeing some cool the compilation videos and I was like, oh, you know, this looks kind of goofy fun. I know WoW enough, I should be up for that challenge. But man, I realized very quickly I was not prepared for it because I am just so out of touch with classic gameplay, or if I ever really was in touch with classic gameplay, to be honest. But at this point, I have leveled plenty of characters up until about level 20, so I know exactly what I'm doing. And if anybody's wondering why I'm not using RXP, pretty much I can't. I mean, I could probably do RXP turning off the like auto accepting of quests and everything, but for the narration challenge that I'm doing, it just didn't feel right. I'm more trying to go for. I'm not going to do every quest, but I want to try to do a lot of the quests. Partially just to read all the quest text and get better view of the story of Classic, but also just to try to challenge myself to do some of this stuff. There's a few quests we're 100% skipping. I already know some of the ones that are just too difficult, either because of my class or because it's hardcore in general. Best example is I forget the name of it, but the one in Tarn Mill, Hillsbred, that has you run near South Shore and everyone just gets ganked by the guards. Just doesn't seem worth it. So we'll try to do as many quests as we can. I'm pretty good about bouncing between zones and doing green stuff so that I always have yellow things, but there's too many low-level quests that we're going to miss out on. So, for example, we're going to miss all of the orc stuff, pretty much. All of the troll and orc area, all of Mulgore. I'm, like, not going to touch Mulgore at all. We will actually go do the... Oh, I don't need this. Oh, I do need one more paw. We are going to be getting the sticky glue and the skull for some safety. And we're pretty much going to be questing in the dust... No, it's not Dustwood. Tearsfall? Yeah, I think that's the name of this song. Tearsfall Glades. Up until about level 10-ish. We'll see. Yeah, I think about 10. Pretty much once we get the Slumber Sand and feel confident, I'm going to bounce over to Duratar for those other safety items. Alright. One more wing, and then we need to find 5 more rattle cage guys. And while nobody is watching right now, I will be streaming for approximately 2 more hours. Unfortunately, just didn't have a lot of time today. I'm trying to get some real-life stuff done. Also, one of my big hobbies outside of video games is card games. So I'm going to be doing some card game stuff tonight. That's going to be some Flesh and Blood. Let's see. That poster. If anybody happens to recognize the hero character from Flesh and Blood, that's one of my other big passions right now. So I'm going to be putting in some time playing that. I'm going out to a local armory. Alright, we need 4 more of these guys. Hopefully I can just stand in this field and farm them. Don't want riches. Want rattles. That's okay. Probably going to start killing these wretched zombies anyways, just to let more rattle cages spawn. Most people don't do this, but it's pretty good to do. Plus, extra experience. And loot. Crappy loot. Speaking of, let's equip some of these things. If anybody's wondering, I am not playing Selfbound. I just don't believe in that. Not that I'm going to be like buying gear and such. I just don't think clicking that button is worth it. I find that if I want to play with the challenge of finding my own gear, I can do that without clicking the button. Clicking the button just disables all trade and all access to the auction house, which I feel is more annoying than it's worth. Alright, let's go turn in these quests. And get back to the main part of this little run here. Reading some quest text. Alright, Sarvis. Alright, this is the same text. I'm not going to be rereading all the text. I'm trying to learn actually how this stuff works.
I am finished with you, Spellspeaker. You have shown yourself to be worthy of the freedom that you have been given. Many will stand against you for what you have become, but know that no matter what they may try to do against us, we are free and will not be shackled again. Take these and be on your way. You have much to accomplish, priest.
Some decent boots. Alright, Sarvis, it's been not a pleasure. This has been kind of lame, but you know, it is what it is.
Thank you, Spellspeaker. This armor should help you out. Hopefully it will do you more good than the last one to wear it.
So I gathered fresh things for her to give me reused equipment. Cool.
My friend, Marla Phipps, lived with her husband Samuel before the plague.
But when the plague came, Samuel succumbed and joined the Scourge's ranks. Marla was spared an undeath, only to die at the hands of her now mindless husband. So strong was her love, however, that her last dying wish was to be buried with her beloved Samuel. Samuel Phipps roams at a ruined camp along the road northwest of the Death Knell. Defeat him, and grant Marla's wish. Bury him at her grave in the first row of our graveyard. Alrighty, so sort of a reuniting of lovers, I guess. And we get access to some new NPCs. Executor Aaron.
What would you ask of death?
One of our greatest struggles is obtaining the natural resources we need to survive. Gold was scarce, even in the height of the Alliance's power. There is a gold mine to the northwest that has been overrun with spiders. We need gold from the mine, but we can't very well get it while the spiders are crawling around in there. I've not much manpower to commit to the task, so we'll just have to do it little by little. Get up there and see what you can do for us, Spellspeaker.
Trust me.
Cool. He doesn't have manpower, so he sends random people. Death Guard Saltine? Saltine? Saltine?
What now?
You there! If you're looking for something to make yourself useful, then listen up. We need to fresh out of the ground recruits to head into Death Knell and search for any sort of useful equipment. Most likely they'll be in stacks of boxes. We expect more recruits to be rising soon, and unless we want to get them to struggle about naked, we had better get to scavenging. Well, get to work, you miserable bag of bones. I'm not going to roll those without some muscle. Alright. I don't know if it's just the voice I did for him or what, but, I feel compelled to go grab some boxes. Nope, none in there. Nope, hey, right in between. We'll grab these, go do Samuel, and then wind up back to the mine, I think. Hey, some more boxes. So I'm trying to kind of remember what voices I'm doing for the NPCs, but it's probably not happening. Oh no. Kind of curious to see if this guy says anything. Okay. Mulgroth is a real-life buddy of mine. And I'm currently in the guild that he has been a part of for a while, which is a pretty cool bunch of people, honestly. Alright. So let's see. One more scavenged good. And right here, yeah. Alright, that's all the boxes. Now to kill Samuel. Now it's gotta be pretty tragic seeing your husband fall to undeath and then rise back up to murder you?
Yeah. Feels like they could have invited me too, but that's alright. I didn't ask. What's this person doing? Spazzing out. That's what they're doing. Spasm. Alright. Samuel, where art thou? Come on. Come on, Samuel. I know you're not dead. Who's this dude? Oh. Huh, I never noticed. Is he always standing there? He's just like staring at this group of undead like, man, I hate those guys. Samuel Phipps, your revenge has come. Or, your wife's revenge has come. Bury that. Maybe we'll go sell off stuff before I go do the night web stuff. God, we really need those bags. Oh, I can learn new spells. I wonder if I learn anything offensive. Alright, get rid of some of these items, go learn some spells. I'm gonna turn all the quests in as a batch. I'm not gonna do it piece by piece. I'd rather just do them all at once. So I'm pretty sure after this I just get sent to the Scarlet area. Alright. I guess there's probably some add-ons, but I was kind of curious if there'd ever be a, like, arachnophobic mod to WoW. Where, like, I know there's some stuff where it turns them all into crabs. Kind of goofy fun. General practice is never run into caves, but, fuck it, we're running into caves. Oh, I didn't learn spells. Oh well. Oh well, we'll just smite these guys like normal. I mean, starting areas, no big deal at all. Like, I think you have to try to die at these areas. Yo, what up, Matt? I assume that's you. Oh yeah, Welch. Thanks for come checking it out, bud. Doing some very early level questing on this priest. Let me know if you feel like there's any audio issues or anything like that. I think I have things set up pretty well, though. And yes, I'm in a cave. Oh. All these over-farmed spiders. I've actually never been this far back in the cave. I didn't realize it got this webbed up. Oh no, we've been poisoned. I'm so surprised that this is actually a guild wanted by girlfriend. Like, not even just that it's a guild, but it's like a guild that's grown and survived. Oh god, I gotta find so many of these young ones. Is there anything interesting all the way back here? It's getting very green. Very toxic green? If I weren't undead, I would feel like we need a canary. Oop. Respawns. I think at this point we make our way out of the caves. Well, I want to explore the back of it. You know what? Let's just do that. I've never been back there. Wow. Whole lot of nothing. Oh, there's a matriarch. Wonder what the matriarch drops, you know? I don't have a quest for it, but let's kill it. Let's smite it. Smitten. A webbed cloak. That's pretty bad. Yeah, sweet. So I'm not going to say that. It would be a little mean. Not every thought needs to be voiced, people. Good. That's my lesson of the day. You don't need to voice every thought in your head. even when you're streaming and you're trying to just talk. I think it's sometimes just better to catch yourself. That's probably one of the biggest things that I see streamers do wrong, is just say bullshit for content, and I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. Like, I'd rather just be a little silent every once in a while, but I am trying. We'll probably clip most of the leveling content out of this and just do the voiceover stuff, because I think that's going to be the more interesting thing. Hopefully I'm doing a good job of that stuff. I'd be curious to see how people think it's going. Excuse me. Alright. I've leveled a few undead characters before, and I feel like I have about 3 to 4 more quests to do. after clearing out these spiders. Clearing out is a... Oh. Guess we'll just smack this guy. We'll give him some fort. Will be nice. I feel like rule of thumb is if you can spare the mana, you should buff people. Alright, 3 more young spiders. Two more young spiders. I'm out of mana. Ooh. Alright, one more and we get to go back to town. Before I turn in quests, I need to learn spells. Before I turn in quests, I need to learn spells. I don't know why it's really easy for me to forget to learn stuff early levels. It just always is. You could clear bags too real fast. I don't think I have that many spells to learn. I'm gonna have to get practice doing this. I can already feel the back of my throat get a little dry. I mean, I haven't been streaming that long, only like an hour. Okay, we're not turning this in. We are learning spells. Hey, we did it. Hey, we did get some attack power stuff. Nice. Or attacking stuff. So I'm going to do that one there. Let's put that on 1. That seems right. Alright, Elrith.
You have done a good deed today, Spell Speaker. Although our struggle against the Scourge continues, let us hope that Marla and Samuel find peace together in their final resting place.
Do not seek death.
Kind of cute. Wait, did I somehow didn't kill all the spiders? Wow. What a noob. What a noob I am. Alright, we'll go kill him really fast. Jump, jump, jump around. Jump, jump, jump around. Well, my tea's not very warm anymore, but that's alright. I want to go kill that, but I feel like I should leave it to the other guy. Man, to actually run this far into the cave again. Jeez. That's no fun. I just want to kill 2 spiders. Come on. Two spiders. This is why I forgot to do it before. I could run all the way to the back again, but I'm just gonna have to run right back out, so I feel like waiting for the respawns is better. Maybe I'm being foolish. Off my gosh. Can't believe we've done this. I can't believe I've done this. spiders. I do not feel like I need to layer just for this stupid quest. Come on, spiders. There's one. One down. One more to go. There it is. Alright, get this done. Alright, now we've properly finished these quests. And on the first time, too. Oh my gosh, I can't spell. Common courtesy. You know what? I've said it aloud. I'm not gonna type it because I apparently can't spell right now. I don't know why my brain's just not working. But I can still read things.
What is it?
Have you managed to scavenge up some useful items for us? There is no shame in reusing that which has been tossed aside. No one is going to give us any handouts. We Forsaken will fend for ourselves.
Beware.
Great work, Spellspeaker. I knew you weren't useless. Here, have one of the better items I found under the lots that you've collected so far.
Decent waste. Sure.
Embrace the shadow.
Thanks, Saltine. Mr. Saltine? Oh, it's in the other place. Boom, belt upgrade.
I am forsaken.
Well, it's a start. It'll take a few weeks or months to fully clean out the infestation. After that, we'll have to get down there with some torches to burn away the webbing. Yeah, there's a lot of webbing. You've done your duty well, Spellspeaker. I'm sure I can find something else for you to do. Yeah, give me that flax first. Wait, I did not read that.
Our time will come.
You'll be happy to know we appear to be making progress in the mine, thanks in no small part to your efforts. We can now turn our eyes to other concerns. My scouts have reported that a detachment of the Scarlet Crusade is setting up a camp southeast of here. The Scarlet Crusade is a despicable organization that hunts us, and they will not rest until every undead, Lich King, Scourge, or no, is destroyed. We must strike first. Be careful, their unholy zeal makes them dangerous adversaries. I did not want to abandon that. Ooh, I got another quest to go pick up.
Speak quickly.
Clear the bags first. Sell those. Yeah.
Trust no one.
Is this a priest quest?
This had better be good. Our time will come.
There are many things, and there are many lessons that the Forsaken have learned through experience. Things that some races can only begin to fathom. And although our path lies in darkness, you will find that a great many things rely on both the light and the dark. Your lessons shall teach us to use both, and with discretion. But heed my words. Never forget that we were forged in corruption and left to rot like so much carrion. The darkness is our home. Seek out Dark Cleric Beryl and Brill when you're ready to learn more.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Alright. I think we're ready. But we're not going to go to Brill yet. We got some Scarlet Crusaders to deal with. Alright, if I remember right, we just have this and like one other quest to do in this area and then we're done. And lo and behold, everyone's farming Scarlet Crusaders. So I'm kind of curious just how powerful Shadow Word Pain is at this level. I think Mulgore is actually a great place to level. Ooh. Excuse me. Did not need to kill this guy, but he aggroed, so he's dead. That's how it goes. Yeah, questing Mulgore does actually need. You have so many random little like quest items to pick up. I feel like mage is easier. I wouldn't know because I've never actually played a mage. One of the few classes I've never really leveled in a while. Bad casting that was kind of pointless. The only problem is mages usually get overconfident and get themselves killed. Random time check, mostly to remind myself. I've got about an hour and a half before I leave for other things. So I think, I don't know, we're probably getting like level 8 or something before I go. I think that's about what's happening. Let's kill this guy with Smite. I just really don't feel like I need to drink this level. I wonder what that rogue is doing. Think he's trying to sneak up on this guy? Nope. Okay, there he goes. It's like, I get you have stealth. I don't know if they have any backstab abilities. I guess I shouldn't talk. Rogue is another class I've never leveled. I tend to play a lot of like spellcasters. Shaman is one of my most played classes. Warlock is one of my most played classes. Druid is another class I really like. And honestly, I think that's kind of about it for like classic stuff. I really do like, in retail I've been playing a Evoker, and that's kind of been my favorite. I also enjoyed Monk a lot. But I've never really played a rogue. I've played a little bit of warrior, but never really like in classic. I don't think I ever touched warrior in classic. Yeah, I actually don't want to deal with that. That is a lot. I do want to kill that guy. I mean, they're not even doing anything to me. What am I concerned about here? Oh, but that's like several guys all attacking me. We're fine. We're just killing all of them. And that's about all I can do right there. I don't know why I was panicking like I was. That was totally fine. Oh god, they all respawn like that. Okay, sure. It's alright. I guess we're like way over leveled. And this is starting zone. I don't know why I'm even defending it. Do want to get some mana back. Let's just chill for like a couple seconds. Oh, okay, they cleared it for me. Hopefully both of these drop armbands, and we only need 2 more after that. I feel like this guy, yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like he's gonna aggro any second. That's fine, we are so chilling. These guys do nothing to us right now. 3 damage, and we have 200 health. Is Fortitude just that good? Like, just the extra health from Fortitude? Pretty good. I like how details sometimes will pop up with just like the biggest numbers, like off of one spell kit. Alright. Quest complete. Alright, Aaron.
Those fools, they happily send themselves to their own graves. If only they listened to reason, eh, Spellspeaker? Perhaps we could sit them down for reasonable discourse. Ha! Light-blinded fools.
We just sell the sword.
Reports from my superiors in Brill indicate that an agent of the Scarlet Crusade was dispatched from the Scarlet Monastery and sent here to Death Knell. According to my reports, the messenger possesses important information on his person. I do not have further details, but whatever it is, we must have it. You are the most qualified person to have to send, Spellspeaker. Find that messenger and bring me whatever information you can.
And if I'm right, this is the last quest in Death Knell. What important information could be in this document? I do like that they already kind of start mentioning Scarlet Monastery. Like if you're actually reading this stuff, you kind of go, oh, Scarlet Monastery. Alright, we're looking for Mr. Mervyn. Mevin? Yeah, Mevin. Mervyn. I feel like one of these. Yep, both in a hole. Priest too powerful. Oh, that's right. I don't have a wand yet. Really need a wand. Really need a wand. There's Mevin. Sweet.
Disperse information as you deem necessary. Tirisfal Regional Command, Captain Melrose, Captain Vakion, Captain Perrine. Directives by the order of the High Lord. Captain Perrine, further fortify your position at the Southwest Temple as designated. Additional supplies will be dispatched at a later date. In the meantime, materials should be obtainable from the surrounding farms. Also, further reconnaissance and information should be gathered about the organization of the undead in Brill. Captain Vakon, there appears to be increased movement by the undead near the northern tower. This insurgence must be dealt with and decisively dealt with. Captain Melrose, there are concerns about the level of organization of the undead near the borders of the Plaguelands. A fresh group of men will be dispatched to your position in the coming weeks. Glory to the light. Glory unto the light.
Okay. That seems kind of interesting. Well, let's see what you've got. Begins to rifle through the documents. Some news of their exploits against us. Worthless. Scouting reports. New orders. Continue to build up a camp near the ruined city. Nothing we didn't already know. Ah, what's this? A map of the dispositions of some of their field agents and commanders. We can use this. Yeah, if I misspeak, I'm just gonna roll through it. I might correct myself if it's something important, but whatever. These will need to be taken to my superior, Executor Zygand. In Brill. With this information, we'll be able to deal a decisive blow to the Scarlet Crusade. Your services have been useful here in Death Knell, but I need someone to deliver this to Zygand, and I believe he'll be able to find you more appropriate work. Take the road north out of Death Knell. Soon, after entering Tirisfal proper, you'll hit a crossroads. Take the eastern fork and keep going east. You'll pass Coldhoof Manor along the way. Cool. We are now done with the starting zone. Or starting area. Clear these bags one more time. Do I actually... I can't use that staff yet. That actually would be useful, I feel like. Actually, no. I don't care, because I'm gonna... yeah, I'm not gonna train stats yet. What am I thinking? Alright. Off to Brill! Or as the hardcore players say, back to Brill. This is my second time in Brill, I think. My Warlock is also an undead. Oh, which reminds me, let's get some undead abilities up here. Cannibalize, up there. Will of the Forsaken, down there. Shoot is very quickly going to replace that, so... I think that was the guy I quested with a bit ago. Maybe not. That's a long priest buff. Yeah. I thought I could have yielded that dude. I wonder how long he takes to reset. I've never actually sat and watched.
What is it?
I don't know when he gives the quest to, like, fight him. I think it might be if you're, not an undead? I don't know.
What would you ask of me?
Ooh. We need to think about professions. I actually have no idea what professions I want to do on this character. So my main character is Taylor Enchanting. My druid is Herb Alk. All of those already feel like what I would want to go for as a priest. I also have a character that I want to be my engineer. And I know engineering is good on hardcore. I'm just kind of whatever about it. Like, yeah, I know target numbers are useful. I just meh. I don't know. Maybe that's like the only thing that makes like good sense. Unless I want to double down on another alchemist herbalist. I don't know, man. That's like weirdly more difficult to decide right now than it should be. Oh, you know what? I never read this quest. Wow, I'm actually not doing good. I didn't read any of these.
Master wants sweets.
Oh, this is a big dude, isn't it?
Master wants sweets. Us gots big hands and not good at picking. You help us and we not hurt you. Us need gloomweed. Many weeds around here and near road. When you have gloomweed, you take to Master Holland in Brill Graveyard.
Cool. So I just started defaulting to random accepting of everything, so let's actually make sure I'm reading quest text.
What have we here? You look like a fledgling priest. If you hope to prove yourself to the Dark Lady, you need to learn the ways of the Forsaken. To the west, you'll find a farm. Humans infest the land like mold on a rotting corpse. And worst yet, the Scarlet Crusade patrols nearby from the tower. Teach those scum a lesson and steal 10 of their precious pumpkins. Once you have 10, take them to Apothecary John in Brill.
What was the other one? A rogue's deal?
Hey mate, do a favor for a young man who's been fighting more than his fair share of mindless zombies and spiders. I got this here letter that needs to go to Brill, to an innkeeper named Renee something or another, doesn't really matter. None of what her last name is. Anyways, it's a nice cozy place full of victims of the plague trying to make their way in the world. And it be a great spot for you to rest too if the need arises. You should check it out, and you do, and I'll pay you well.
I think those are the ones I missed. I will say Gordo is a fun one. Let's actually read that again while we're walking.
Master want weeds. Us gots big hands and not good at picking. You help us, and we not hurt you. Us need gloomweed. Many weeds round here, near road. When you have gloomweed, you will take to Master Holland and Brittle Graveyard.
Kind of fun. Too bad more abominations don't give you quests. Alright, so I'm still getting used to this, so I need to remember every time I get a new quest to actually read it. It's so ingrained after years of playing WoW, just click accept, click accept. So Deathguard Dillinger.
Scourge have trickled into the Tearsfall Glades and infested the area west of Brno near the old bridge. Go there and beat back the rotting dead and ravaging corpses you find. Scatter their bones and bring back their putrid claws, and the Death Gods will reward you.
Alright. Seems like he's just delegating out some labor, but I'm fine with that. It's the Junior Apothecary.
They'll all be mine in the end.
Where's that useless abomination? Either you have what I need, or you'd best get out there and find it.
The shadows may
What's this? Gloomweed? I have no need for gloomweed. That mindless mass of flesh out there is picking daisies and convincing the lady knows how many dupes like you into doing the same. No offense. Very well. You're here now, and that's all that matters. Since I'm not going to bother trying to explain things to that abomination, how about you collect what I really need? Doomweed. So you can see the predicament that I'm in, Spell Speaker. That thing is out there collecting the wrong weeds. I'll make it worth your while to gather what I need. Bring back to me enough doomweed, and I'll give you a suitable reward. It is my understanding that they like to plague the floor near the mass gravesite to the north of Brill Graveyard. Hurry and be mindful of the gnolls in the area.
Alright, also gotta remember to set our hearth to the place. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking I should do engineering just for something different. Because I already have an alchemist. I've done alchemist a lot, because I always like to make my druid an alchemist.
Yes, what do you want? Ah, yes, this is very good. You've done well in obtaining this information, Spell Speaker. Names of the officers in the Tearsfall Glades. Imagine the blow we could deal to the morale of those bloody zealots if we were to kill their leaders in one swift strike. The documents Executor Aaron provided are just the break we needed in our battle with the wretched Scarlet Crusade. We now know their exact locations throughout Tearsfall Glades. But the Death Guard has larger concerns. The Lich King's armies grow in number each night. We need someone with initiative, like yourself, to drive the Scarlet Crusade to the grave. Prove to me that you are capable of serving the Dark Lady by traveling west to the tower past Soledin Farmstead and slay 10 Scarlet Warriors.
Wanted! Magatai! A foul beast, even by Gnoll standards, Magatai has been sentenced to death for his crimes against the Forsaken. This despicable villain has been stealing corpses for us by the Lich King's army. Magatai was last seen pillaging the lands near Garrett's Haunt to the north of Brill. The town of Brill hereby offers a reward to the capable soul who shall carry out the execution. Show executors like him the villain's power once the deed is done. Mercy is for the weak. Alright, big moment incoming. You know what time it is, guys? We're gonna get us a wand. But let's finish turning in some quests and reading more text.
I'm listening.
Rest your weary bones for a spell.
Embrace.
Yes, what is it? The Forsaken, they certainly do have huge appetites. Make yourself at home, yes, rest those weary bones. My name's Renee, if you need anything at all.
Dark Lady,
Oh,
what's your-
well, that's her. Wonderful news. I have been waiting on word from my dear old mother in Tathnell. Such a saint she is. I wonder how she's holding up. What? Too cheery? Not buying it, are you? Well, get lost then. It's really no business. Here's a letter from them anyway. Get lost. Come back when you've got some coin to spend, loafer. Next thing you know, you'll be coming back to rest after a long day's adventure or some stupid thing like that.
I didn't realize she had that attitude. Alright, let's go talk to the priest trainer. Did we hit level 6? I think we hit level 6. Nice, nice. New spells. New spells. Another dark cleric. Has the same text as the other dude. Finally, you've arrived. Your faith in hell will not allow you to pass the trials before you, young one. A sense of urgency and some ambition would help too. Our power comes from darkness and shadow, Spellspeaker, but that is not your only rule. You have acknowledged that there is merit in knowing the healing arts. This is wise. But before you can know the dark, you must also know the light. And for this I have a test for you. North of the cemetery is a wounded death god Nell. He has protected us from gnolls for some time and he needs healing, but you must also fortify his body before he can return to duty. Do both with your spells and then return to me. Let's get some training too. Yeah, better power word. Oh, power word shield, even better. Yeah. Better smite and power word shield. Let's do that one there. Ooh, sweet, we're becoming a real dang priests. Alright, we are going to swap over to my main character real quick. We're gonna make ourselves a wand. I probably have the mats for the first two big wands, but we'll see what I have to do. Ooh, there's a bit of a load. Alright. So what does it take? So that one I can use already. That one will be a second. I'm pretty sure I have both of those. I just need a little bit of simple wood. Okay. Lesser essence and a greater essence. One lesser and one greater. We're just gonna make both of these at once. I've already sent bags. And small shout out to myself. I feel like this is one of the more fun names I've come up with for a character. Mr. Diggity Doggett. I don't know why, it just amuses me. My gear is terrible. I'm good. For level 52, I am still wearing Scarlet Crusade helm. I don't even remember what this came from. I just got this shoulder piece a little bit ago. This is actually a nice back, I'm not gonna lie, because the spell power is sweet. Chest is also pretty good. Those are okay. Those are okay. I actually don't like that. Your waist is terrible. Pants are not great. Boots are okay. God, we're still using Seal of Sylvanas. That's so bad. So bad. We got a decent wand, and then yeah, these are both from Scarlet Monastery, and then this is like a Warlock Quest one, which I actually did the wrong Warlock Quest. I should have done the one that was spell power. Now we need 2 simple wood. Do I have to have a rod for these? Yeah, I have to have a ruined copper rod. That's my other complaint. Enchanting, gosh, requires you to have all these ruined rods, but like, you can't use the most advanced rod that you recently created. Like, I have the True Steel, or True Silver rod, that's the most recent one for my level, but I still have to have a copper rod to make these, which is kind of goofy in my opinion. It's definitely one of the changes that they made later in the game. Alright, we can do this right fast and get back to the priest. And if anyone's wondering, maybe I'll stream some of my leveling on this character. I just wanted to do the reading aloud thing. And made sense to do that on new characters, so we're doing that on the priest.
May your blades never
That's how it goes.
Go forth in victory.
Alright, so let's make both of those. Yeah. We all like watching bars fill, right? Well, let's do it again. Yeah. Fill that bar. Perfect. So this is about the most I'm gonna kit out the priests. I could potentially make some gear as well. Like, you know, some, I should put that rod back before I log. I will forget to do so otherwise. We could like make some gear because this character is a tailor. Actually a fairly highish level tailor as well, but I'm just gonna sort of do a low-key self-found on the priest. On Mr. Spell Speaker. We're also gonna make him fight for his own gold. I don't feel like kitting out all my characters with gold. Cool. Alrighty. This is still going to be some major upgrades. First off, bags for days. I probably didn't need to grab all 5 of them, but we did. So again, I also probably didn't need to get all of those ones. It's alright. We'll once we do a little bit more questing, we'll go get profession started. Actually, is it worthwhile to go do professions this early? It might be. I already forgot what voice I kind of did for this guy. I was assuming it was this guy for the sign earlier.
The mass graves southwest of Garn's Haunt to the north were made to accommodate the impressive number of deaths Tirisfell suffered when the plague first came. The bodies in those graves have so far been spared an undeath, but the Scourge now send rot-hide gnolls to gather the corpses and use them to bolster their armies. This cannot be allowed. Your task is twofold. Slay the rot-hides at the mass grave in Garn's Haunt, and gather from them the embalming ichor that gives them life.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Okay. Interesting that the gnolls are helping the Scourge. Because I don't think the gnolls are undead. At least that was not my impression.
This had better be good.
Lady Sylvanas has called upon this Royal Apothecary Society. The Dark Lady believes our knowledge, coupled with the newfound magic, will provide the key to Arthas's demise. She has challenged us to concoct a new plague, a plague deadlier than any ailment on Azeroth. This new disease will bring Azeroth's Scourge army to ruin. My studies show that the blood of the beasts might prove to be the key. Bring me 5 vials of the Darkhound blood, so I may test my theory. Again, if I misread, stumble over my words, I'm just going to power through if I can. I think I'm going to hit up Undercity. I don't remember if I have enough gold to, yeah, I don't know if I have the gold to buy my profession stuff, but I think it's cheap to start them. The thing I'd be a little bit worried about is, whatchamacallit, the mining pick I'm going to use. I think I'm going to go in engineering, even though that feels weird as a priest. It just also makes a little bit of sense to me. Let's do shield first, then heal. Yeah,
I probably should use the big heal too, but oh, and I need to form myself. We're partially getting our wand spell skill up and farming just a little bit of gold or silver. Bronze, really. I think we're in any danger here for a good while. There's potentially some stuff when like we could pull some of the gnolls later. Have to be a little careful. The murlocs actually is probably the biggest thing we need to be a little careful of as we get to that part.
That spell isn't ready yet.
All right, let's just go grab professions. I want to hold on to the wolf meat in case I do cooking on this character. Then we're probably looking at about another hour before I log for the day. I have yet to die to the elevator boss. Hopefully it's not going to be this character. I know the problem is people get distracted and then they just run in, and the trick is you just never run in willy-nilly. You always make sure it's right when the thing is, the elevator has arrived. You don't play games. Not in hardcore. I mean, it's obviously a game, but you don't want to play games within the game. Hey, perfect timing. No, I have no idea where the engineers around here are.
What are you looking for? Graham Van Talon and Rugs Quarter on Outer City. Up on the city.
Outer ring. Whatever. Disease cloud. Never noticed that. Teach me the ways of engineering. I'm not gonna bother doing any like actual profession stuff for a little while. Is there the mining trainer right here? That makes sense. Also maybe too convenient.
What me do? Go to inner ring of war quarter. Brom, Gillian, there.
You think I'm slowly warming up to I'm just gonna try to narrate every text box or quest box whatever you want to call it, I guess. I may or may not read every little thing. It's probably good for content. It's probably good for like the lore factor too. It's definitely one of the things I always enjoyed about WoW is like there's definitely lots of like hidden lore, but you do have to like dig to find it. And speaking of digging, we're about to learn some mining. We're still sort of on track to hit that level 8, I think I was thinking.
Speak quickly.
Alright, how much is your mining pick, good sir? Ah, that's reasonable. Perfect. And then let's put these two things in El Banque. Cool. Curious, because I've never... let's make sure we turn on find the minerals. So I can already make rough dynamite, which is kind of cool. And I forget, is smelting part of mining? It is. It is. You know, I don't think I set my hearth to Brill. I should do that. I don't really want to set it to Undercity. I guess I could just set it to Undercity. Nah, Brill's gonna be smarter. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get going. Back to the questing. Back to the questing. Oh, that's right. It's actually pretty good. Having one spirit of those levels is kind of amazing. We should do that quest real fast. So I think I can do that on the way out. Or kind of on the way out? Jump, jump, jump around. Wow, I didn't know you could climb that like that. Cool. Alright, we got bags, we got our first wand, we are rocking and rolling here. Ooh, we could do that guy's other quest. That quest is way too hard, so let's see, where's this guy again? Near the cemetery, north of the cemetery. North of the cemetery is up that way. I don't really want to do too much of that quest yet. Because the gnolls are a little, like, not really high level, but they're a bit challenging. I think I want to, like, clear some of this stuff. And I want to get these, didn't even see that guy in the bushes. I should probably cast more smites. I'm slowly trying to figure out like what's my best both rotation and stuff. I like to do that as I get rolling. It's obviously not that big of a deal, but good things to learn. Always want to be learning. I feel like we should be like very chilling on the priest for a good while. I'm not even sure at what point it like starts to get a little challenging. But I think the like early levels are just easy peasy. Easy peasy. Mmm. Oh, I didn't think to learn first aid. I wonder if there's a first aid trainer in Brill. There probably is somewhere. I do want to find this guy for the priest quest, because that robe is actually kind of amazing to start. First bit of mining content. Whoop, whoop. Kind of feel like, I don't know. It's like no point popping those sorts of, I don't need to buff him. What's this guy talking about? Sure. Mailed it to myself, buddy. I don't know if he's saying it's sad that I sent one to myself, or that it's sad he can't get one. I'm gonna assume it's sad that he can't get one. Alright, where's this dude that I have to do the things for? Because I actually kind of want those priest robes. So north of the cemetery, so somewhere up here this dude should be. I feel like I've done these quests before, but I don't really remember. Is this guy Pat? Or is it this guy? Yeah, it's this guy. We buff him up, and we heal him up. I wonder if it has to be rank 2. I think it has to be rank 2. Oh, afterwards give him the buff. Sure. Okay, has to be in that order. Okay. Might as well sell some things just because I'm here. Alright, priest, I want my robes. I want my robes.
You have passed my test with ease. Good. Soon you will be ready to take on more responsibilities, and that road will lead to darker powers. Powers that no priest of another race has. Take this robe as a symbol of your station. You have earned it. If you do not wish to wear it, then so be it. You may do with it as you like, as you will. I and others like us will always acknowledge you for what you've achieved in all ranks.
Cool. I will certainly wear these robes. They look alright. I'm down with it. Plus, 1 spirit is sweet. Alright, back to questing. We got like about 40 minutes left. About 40 minutes left. Alright, didn't want to go too far north here because I don't want to deal with the gnolls yet. Maggot Eye is up there and he's a little bit high level. Not really, but he's got all those like really quick respawning guys around him. General tactic for me is going to be slightly over-leveling stuff in this game. That dude's about to get the same robes too. Alright, so I think I'm liking Smite, Pain, Smite, Launch. I could probably fit in another Smite in there, but I want to kind of see how that feels. So I always like to do a little bit of management of like mana regen. As I can. Let's try the double smites. It's just that pushback that sucks. I could power word, that's probably the right move. Power word shield, I mean. Still need 1 claw. I think we're gonna head back and see if that one dude wants to challenge us. And then go steal some pumpkins. Some pumpkins. Yeah, I forget I can move back during that too. I think I should be casting the powered shield on myself just to avoid the pushback. But meh. Don't even need a big heal there. Still no claws, guys. Come on. I know you're all rotting away here, but I don't know what that stutter step was about. Yeah, see, like I don't like them consistently using up my mana like that. I'd rather have a little regen happen while I'm fighting. Oh, there's a little bit of lag. Alright, so let's yeah, let's deal with a lot of lag. Smite, Pain, Smite. Yeah, it's just so much mana. Is this... Powered Shield is a lot of mana. Ooh, I do not like that lag. That feels very iffy. Huh, we had something talk about this pond, I feel like, earlier. I already don't remember what it was. Fortunately, just because I'm reading all this stuff doesn't mean it sticks in my head any easier. Alright, oh yeah, we can get some Dark Hound blood. As we question over here. Don't need to kill him. Really just want some dark hounds. If we can find them. If we can find them. I'm just not seeing any. There's one. These guys are yellow. Alright, so 2 smites and the wanding feels a little better. Alright, see if this quest is even up. I feel like this guy might have just done it. A little 14 mage doing over here.
What? What? You want money? I don't owe you any money. Letter? What letter? Oh, you want to fight then? Alright, mate, let's do this. Don't owe you any money.
You got his shield. And he should stop. There we go. Oh! Oh! For a second I thought I could kill him.
Okay, give me a minute to rest up. You done and beat me, I'm good.
Yeah, give me that money. Give me that money, you bastard! Is that turned in somewhere else? Aw. And I gotta watch this guy do the same quest. This is gonna be one problem.
Incredible! What skill! Thought you'd be easy prey, spell speaker. Got me good, you did. Here's the coin I promised. Not as much as I said it'd be, but that's on account of you lying to you in the first place.
Victory was honest.
Feisty's honest. Alright, let's get some of these other quests done. I'm feeling like we'll try to get the bloods done, and we'll try to get the pumpkin patch done, and then maybe 1 or 2 other quests, and we'll probably just call it at that point. Try to end it in a good spot rather than hit up a time point, just be like, oh, I gotta go. Don't need to kill the farmhands if we don't need to. Don't really feel like it's worth the experience. It's probably worth the experience, but my goal is not to like power level this character or anything. I'm actually surprised there's like nobody over here. I'm not complaining, but I'm just surprised. Must not be on like RXB or something. Three more pumpkins. I wonder if this dude. Probably just quest them together. Yeah, I guess the third smite was definitely not worth it. We may not actually hit level 8. It's starting to look like. It's possible, but it's kind of looking like unlikely now. I think level 7's as far as I get. At least tonight. We'll spend, I think my goal right now is to do about 4-hour streams on the reg. Like, pretty much trying to do every day. And then we'll kind of work our way up to doing some bigger, longer streams. And figure out like a good schedule. But I think 4 hours every day is a good, getting something in every day, a good amount of time, but not like committing to, you know, day in, day out. Even though I probably could commit to day in, day out at the moment, the way my life is, but that's, the goal is to not have to do that. Maybe if people are interested in this, then I can start doing a little bit more. Hopefully people enjoy the voices I'm doing. We'll need to figure out, eventually my goal is to try to publish stuff to YouTube, but I'm not actually recording to my computer at the moment, so I don't know how easy it'll be for me to like transfer from Twitch to YouTube. I would like to do dual stream to both, but I don't know how to do that yet. So that's something I'll look into here in the coming days. I could have looked into it today, but I just figured we'll just do this. Where did that guy go? He's fine. You don't need my help. Nope. I feel like I just popped into the world. Should probably do another smite, but we'll just get some mana back. So many breasts. Lots and lots of breasts. I think I'm good to pull that guy. I don't see any others with him. Ooh, there's some kappa over there. Ooh, that may not be happening right this second. Oh, okay, that guy's going for that. I mean, I'm just clearing this for the fucking copper. I don't know what that guy's doing. Whee! Tink. Tink. Oh, I forgot I could do multiple clicks. Dang. I probably missed some resources off that last node. I'm not a miner, guys. Failed. Not doing that quest, buddy. I was there for copper. That's probably silly advice. Try reading the quest. That was pretty easy. I didn't expect to get all those done that fast. I think we're just going to go turn in these 3 quests before I go do the other stuff here. We'll hit 7 here right after killing this mob, I think. Boom! Level up. And that's all the blood I need. I'll go turn these in. Kinda almost feel like I need a restroom break, but I only got 20 minutes, so I'll try to push that real. Well, I should consider getting the proximity chat. I don't know, it'd be kind of fun. I don't know if I want to do like RP with this character. I don't know what kind of voice I would do. I'm not really a big fan of the raspy voice a lot of people do. It's kind of whatever. It's also bad for your throat, for your voice. I could do something like this though. It's still a little bad. Alright, actually, I'd have fun doing the bomb voice. Be like a low intellect priest.
I heal. I heal.
That'd be kind of fun.
What now? Farewell.
Have you completed the task with which I have charged you? Do you have those putrid claws?
Yeah, I did your chores, man.
Well done. I regret not being there to see you smash those undead into rotting pulp.
Trust no
It's a little more.
Our time.
The Scourge are trying to form a base at the Agmand Hills Mills. If they do, then they can stage further attacks within Tirisfal. The orders have been given. The Scourge and the mills must be destroyed. Go to the mills. Collect notched ribs from the rattle cage and cracked skulls from soldiers, and blackened skulls from dark-eye bonecasters. To get to the mills, follow the road west. After crossing the bridge, take the next fork north, then keep going north. When you see windmills, the battle will begin.
Okay. Sure.
Patience. What is it? Dark Lady, what?
Death God Simma sent word that you were going to provide me with some much-needed reagents. Were you able to gather 10 pumpkins yet, Spell Speaker?
Trust no one.
You have performed your bidding well, young priest. You are proving yourself to be quite an asset to the Dark Lady's army. Harmless pumpkins, right? Or so it would seem. If we are to defeat Arthas's advances from the north and the human infestation from the south, we need to start realizing the full potential of our gift of undeath. With a little ingenuity, a simple pumpkin becomes an agent for our Dark Lady. This pumpkin laced with my latest formula will prove to be quite a treat. Yet another Scarlet Zealot has been captured and is being kept in the cellar of the Gallows End Tavern. Take this pumpkin to the fool.
Patience.
Have you collected 5 vials of Darkhound blood yet, Spellspeaker? Time is fleeting.
Dark Lady,
You have done well, Spellspeaker, and I thank you for your efforts.
trust
While you were collecting samples for me, my experiments led me to realize that more reagents will be required for this new disease to spread properly. Poisoning some hapless victim is child's play. Plaguing an entire world proves to be much more complicated. I will need 5 vile fin scales from murlocs in the vicinity. You will find the creatures along the coast to the north or the west.
our time will come.
It's like knowing where the new plague goes in Wrath of the Lich King makes some of these quests go a little, a little sketchy.
Beware.
Most excellent priest, your skill in the art of combat is undeniable.
Our time will
The strategic documents from Executor Aaron contain all the details we need to wipe the human infestation from the lands.
Are you sure about that?
According to the information, the Scarlet Crusade has assigned Captain Perrin and a brigand to the ruined tower southwest of Brill. Kill Perrin along with 3 zealots and 3 missionaries, and report back to me.
I am forsaken.
Executor Zygon tells me you've been out killing Scarlet Crusaders. Tirisol Glades is crawling with them. Varimathras, lieutenant to the Dark Lady, is seeing to it personally that the scum of Azeroth, the human race, gets wiped into oblivion. Here in Tirisol Glades, we face a particularly annoying breed of humans, the Scarlet Crusade. Venture forth and wage an offensive on the Scarlet Crusade, priest. Bring me back 10 Scarlet Insignia rings as proof of your loyalty to Varimathras and the Dark Lady. That's a fun name. Varimathras. 90% sure I'm doing that right. I'm saying it right.
Yeah, there's a lot more quests here now. Oh, we'll pick them up. You know what? We're gonna leave these for next time because it's high level stuff, and I have about 15 minutes left before I have to go.
Stay away, foul and unholy creature. May the light protect me. The Scarlet Crusade shall rid Azeroth of your... Oh, wait. Is that food for me? I'm so hungry. By the light, finally some food, sweet, sweet pumpkin. Sweet, sweet pumpkin, I don't feel right. My mind, my flesh, I'm rotting.
Yeah. Man, all these quests where you like feed poison to capture people is kind of brutal. I like that he turns into a ghoul and then back to him. Alright.
I haven't got all night.
It's so cold now. The plague of undeath crawls through my veins like an icy serpent. The mindless state will be upon me soon, but no doomed destiny will prevent me from serving our Dark Lady. When the call arose, I sewed body bags for the fallen soldiers of Sylvanus' mighty army. Now my hands shake from the chill. If you would bring me 5 dusk-backed pelts and some coarse thread, I could sew myself a blanket. Help me, spell speaker, so that I may continue to serve the cause.
That one hurt a little bit. Ooh. Yeah. It's maybe a good thing I'm calling it after this. We're not 8 yet. We did get a lot further than I thought with those turn-ins. So now I have to make the call, I think, to call it here for the day. So, I will eventually have to figure out how I'm doing some setup for VODs, besides just like Twitch clips and stuff like that. But hopefully this was a good first endeavor onto this path, and I want to see how this goes in the future. So thank you to anyone who's checked out the VODs, who's like looked at this. I would love to see you guys in a future stream. I don't have a set schedule yet. I'm kind of, like I said earlier, I'm going to be trying to do 4 hours of streaming every day. Kind of just when it fits in my life schedule. Eventually, once things kind of pick up, maybe I can set a better schedule for this and make it an actual thing. But right now it's kind of just a fun hobby, so it kind of just has to go along with other productive things in life. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. Thanks again for checking this out, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.